Yeah, be Manley.
Now into the Cognac Boyz podcast, new season. It's going down. I'm Cognac Boy Fredo Davis.
I'm Cognac Boy Ron the Don.
And we talk the best ish. I want to ask Brother QB, how you feel about, and I'm going to ask you too, Señor Parker. How do you feel about what's going on nowadays? And it seems to be a domino effect of people just getting ran up on stage. Like, they're running up on these entertainers, and they're running up on big entertainers, you know, which is not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair, man. I think the security should be better, especially when they're on that type of platform.
Yes, sir.
You have Dave Chappelle and you have Chris Rock that been around for a lot of decades, and for it to be that sloppy like that, you know, that's not cool. I mean that they can run up on anybody, you know.
So blame security.
Yeah, they need to get tighten up on that security pretty much.
Yeah, because these people could die.
Yeah,
somebody could get that close to you.
And they said the guy had a gun.
Yeah, it was a gun made like a knife or something.
Yeah, like a gun.
Something he got from the gas station on the way down to the show. You know what I'm saying? My brother Señor, tell the people,
Fredo.
tell the people, you know, your point of view on this thing and how you sit and how you feel about it.
Man, well, first of all, I will say this: the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock, the thing, that thing at the beginning, I will say this: shit, it happened, you know.
Yeah.
The shit happened, you know what I mean? That was a breaking point. That right there was a breaking point. So in a sense, I feel that was justifiable. But when it comes to just randoms running up on stage and you know trying to get at these comedians, and you know, I felt like that kind of opened the Will Smith incident, kind of opened the floodgates. It was like, shit, I could try anybody now, you know. I think,
right.
You know, but and these folks need to understand, like, shit, these comedians, man, like, we might tell jokes, but shit, nigga, we get to the nitty gritty when it comes to it. Like, ain't
That's the whole craft.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, bro, I've been ran up on by people on several occasions, and just because I Joan good, so I slowed down on my Joning, like
Right.
with Will Smith and Chris Rock. You know, he threw a Joan out there. Will took it personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone nobody running on stage because, to be honest with you, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right.
You gonna wish security would have stopped you. And if you know my record, anybody know my repertoire, I've been banned from damn near every club in Atlanta for fighting, for fucking up people that want to run to the stage. I fucked them up because I knew security wasn't gonna help me, and I know other people doing other stuff, nobody don't help. So let me go ahead and plummet and punch his face till a bloody fucking pulp. I want to see burgundy blood.
Hey, I've never seen burgundy blood.
Yeah, that's when you hit them deep.
They got a piece of your soul coming with
Yeah, I just hate that. But I blame security for all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And see, with you working in a hostile environment, which is a good environment,
Yeah.
bonfire every Sunday over there in Bankhead.
Man, what's happening?
Hey, nobody ever ran up on you? Because they do what the fuck they want. Because I got
And you know what's crazy? They do a lot and that, but I feel with that security,
that security don't play no game.
They don't play. They don't.
Yeah, AR across their
Shout
chest.
out to motherfucking bonfire security because
Bonfire security.
them niggas is some straight responsive ass motherfuckers. For them to have,
They caught a dude
between-
breaking in cars this past
Yeah.
Sunday, beat the shit out of him over there.
I'm telling you.
And I just
But for them to have 1,000 to 3,000 people every Sunday,
every Sunday,
and
people
have
love it.
this shit contained, and you know
That's good security.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing really breaking out, no type of, you know, crazy incidents and people getting too tipsy. You know, they'll escort them out. I think I've seen 1 or 2 escalations and that shit was gone. Like, I'm talking about real quick.
You got the security from the NFA, the Not Fucking Around Coalition.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of those dudes. When you see them, they was all masked up in the background. All you could see was their eyes.
Yeah.
But that was the not fucking around coalition guys over there. Them dudes needed jobs after the boss went to jail.
Oh yeah.
You know, anybody that lead, and once you start to get the propaganda and all of that from leading a crew of black brothers that could be armed and they got paperwork on their pistols and they can go anywhere they want with pistols and telling you, if you want to be racist, we're going to end that shit for you today. Like, yeah, they locked them the hell up.
For real.
I forgot his name, but I appreciate the movement, Brother Rocco, wherever you at right now.
He was out there, man. Shout out to the Not Fucking Around Coalition.
Because we damn sure using your security
Like a
for a
motherfucker.
good cause.
They need, they need to use it for these big events.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you need to holler.
He
at
wasn't fucking around when he went to jail, I tell you that.
I'm telling you, man.
One minute he was on there talking, I would go anywhere. He was
Anyway,
to jail.
that man marched all the way up to
Top
white
of Stone
folks.
Mountain.
Yeah, Top of Stone Mountain. And hit the plantation. Hit the white folks plantation, man. Like he was not bullshit.
He was not really fucking around.
He was not fucking around.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, that was probably one of the closest things we had, like as a real unit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Since the Black Panther Party, just seeing like that type of what it really could have been if you know it got
Yeah.
the Black Panthers really kept the foot on the gas and you know them folks weren't trying to fuck with us.
Yeah, any of those type of movements, people got to keep quiet about it. You got to keep real quiet. It got to be tight knit for you to make any impressions, buying back the block and all of that. It's got to be quiet.
Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do that quiet, man, because if they see that, they'll try to do something to distract the whole project.
Right.
Oh, they
Because
gonna
I've
do
seen
something.
it.
They'll
I
infiltrate.
give you a prime example. When I was with No Limit, and
No Limit Records, Master P.
yeah, shout
Yeah,
out.
but you left that
Shout
part
out.
out. Ain't nobody know,
Shout
man.
out, shout out, man. Shout out to the Tank Dogs. Say, bro, P had bought a property out on Airline in Baton Rouge. And when I tell you this studio was about to be like a whole nother level, man. And them white folks pretty much got involved in it and they stopped the whole project, right? He was about to have an area. He was about to be the Tyler Perry studio before Tyler Perry studio.
Oh yeah, but you,
And this was in 99, 2000.
Yeah, he way ahead. That's
Yeah, he was way ahead of the game. Shout out to Master P for like he consistent, man. And then I pay attention and looking at it, man. Like he don't stop. If one thing don't work, he'll jump.
stop.
He jump on the next thing, bro. And that's what gave me inspiration. Like I was working with Christian Royalty. Still shout out to Christian Royalty because of the goal of Christian Royalty clothing. Now I have my accessories, which is Butler brand. You know, so I got out of the clothing and mainly get into the accessory brand. I learned a lot of things from Pete, not to give up. Always continue on.
Yeah,
He always say start. Whatever you start, you complete it.
it be some
Always
bumps in the
start to
road.
complete.
Yeah, always. It ain't never over till you give up.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of people that give up, but nobody cares when you give up. It's
Yeah.
like this is with this stand up. You gotta do it, even if you're getting booed. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of getting booed, I want to speak on the brother T.I., the Barclays. Anybody got time? You know, you being a spectator of the sport of stand up comedy, how do you feel about it?
What happened with T.I., you said?
Yeah, the Barclays, because for
I
nowadays.
didn't hear about that story. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you missed it. Oh, you're not into social media like that. So they go directly to my phone. Anything negative comes directly to my
It's just
phone. I'm
like,
like,
yeah,
damn. Well, how do you feel about it, brother Señor Parker?
Man.
Now that comedian T.I. is one of the compadres of the comedy game.
First of all, I just want to say, nigga, I remember when trap music came out. And I was damn near at the end of, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how shit's coming full circle. I'm listening to this man talk about selling dope and being a rubber band man to me and this man standing next to each other talking about, hey man, listen, you know what I'm saying, how am I doing, how, you know, and he's kicking shit that's funny, you know, that's about his life. And what I say is shit, it happens to the best of us. Shit, I done got booed, but not in front of 30,000 people before. But
Your day's coming, my brother.
I know.
No, I'm just fucking with
See,
you.
this nigga
You'll
here-
probably be tight and got
I'm
your
saying-
shit worked out by then.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But see, the thing is, this is how I feel. Shit, at least Tip can take a private jet to go get booed. Shit, I'm on Spirit right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, regardless.
I'm on Greyhound.
You
with
know
the
what
not
I'm saying?
fucking
So,
around
shit,
coalition.
this motherfucker go private.
I'll be there.
You know what I'm saying? That's the status I want to get to. Like, regardless of what, you pay to see this man.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna come in due time, but you got to do something out of the ordinary. What you used to, don't get used to.
Oh, yeah.
Do something outside of that, and that's gonna take you where you got to go. I learned that from reading the books, 48 Power of Law, Mastery, and all of that good stuff. Robert Greene,
Yes, sir.
50 Powers of Law, 50 Cent. Yeah, and Think and Grow Rich, Dennis Kimbrough, Napoleon Hill. You know what I'm saying? These are self-motivating books to help brothers get to the next level and whatever they doing. Because sometimes we get in our own way with, what's that word I'm looking for? Stunts our growth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know. And I'm enjoying it, really, just watching T.I. build his comedy career.
Man,
Matter of fact,
it's
he
fun.
hosting at the all-new Uptown.
Yes.
Grand opening is tonight. He hosted for Nard hosted. Uptown Comedy Corner, Hateville, Georgia,
Yes, sir.
right there by the Spawn Divis on the corner, the old Crab Shack, which Wanda Smith, crab pot, something like
Whatever
that.
that was,
Wanda
yeah.
Smith used to have it. We'll have Wanda Smith this season on the Cognac Boyz podcast. Y'all stay tuned for that. We're
Love
gonna get
Wanda.
the exclusive interview. Wanda Smith hasn't did any interviews that I know of to this day since the humbling of the joning session
big
at
slice.
B103.
Big slice of humble pie.
Yeah.
Right. That was a
The
crack.
world woke up and listened that morning. The
Man.
world woke up and saw what we saw. We listened,
Yeah.
and that conversation got all out of whack behind some broccoli.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like head-on-head joning. Like
Yeah.
every comedian, you want to have some type of joning skill. It's a defense mechanism. It avoids you of getting hit and embarrassed that night on stage. So, you know, I joan when I got to, but when I see people normally walk to the stage, I got PTSD. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but like I got to hit you first to hurt you before you can hit me and hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel being a comedian, to both of you guys? How do you feel you have to limit your conversations or limit your stage presence because of how sensitive people are in the world?
I don't limit shit. I'm off the hinges. I'm unfiltered. But for me to go on a mainstream tour like I'm on now, I had to take a lot of words that I say on stage that I could get away and hold in the walls and change it up to make this money. Because when I'm out there representing on a major platform, I ain't just representing me. I'm representing somebody else that brought me on the tour.
Right.
And they expect me to be professional as possible and to use my wit and talent to the fullest potential while I'm out there. Because, you know, like, when we being ignorant in these little hole-in-the-wall clubs that ain't going on our resume, we say a lot of wild shit.
Right,
The
right,
shit
right.
that when you get on a big platform, these people got opinions. And you hear shit like, oh!
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
And what about you,
just hit it. Like, I feel the same way. It's like, you know, you can't, in this game, you have to be reckless, you have to be ruthless, you have to know, you have to say what's on your mind, and you have to mean what's in your heart, you know what I mean? But just like what Fredo said, as far as us hitting like these holes in the walls, our local spots, our comfort rooms, that's our mixtape, you know what I mean? We say whatever the fuck we want to say, anything goes, but when, you know, if you know, while we saying shit on our mixtape, people are coming in, was like, hey man, I want you to go ahead and hop on tour with me. Now that's the album. Now I gotta go in here, polish these jokes up really well, take this out, put this in, but still know how to hide the medicine and the candy, if that's a good way to say it.
Okay.
But still being able to get your point across, man. Like Dave Chappelle and Richard Pryor were two of the dudes who knows how to do that professionally. I mean, he can, you know, Chappelle can hit that stage like with all those specials on Netflix, and he can talk that professional talk, still get reckless with you, but you understand it, and then can turn around and come up here to Atlanta Comedy Theater, do 5-6 shows, and see some shit you ain't never gonna see on Netflix, and still get his point across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
True talent.
true, that's real true talent. So it's just knowing how to decipher your recklessness.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
And I figure anything you see on Netflix is probably 1 to 2 years old. It's new to the world.
Right.
That's like when I produce, I know that the world ain't heard it yet. So I got a couple years to pump it. And then by the time it go mainstream, it's old to me, new to them, but it's new money for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Good
how
stuff.
we're ahead of the curve a lot of times with our talent and don't even know. Like, you know, and like I'm producing stand-up comedy projects. I know it take a while to get it in the right hands and all that, but I've been doing that for years. That supplements my income from not having a job, but I make good money from doing what I love and provide merchandise. That's why I told you, QB, with your merchandise, you'll go a long way. You know what I'm saying? You always create something that people need. Always create a need for the people. That's like a barber or you know, entrepreneurs, myself. You know, have something to sell. Everything sell, nothing won't. You know, so as long as it's a good quality good product,
that's exactly
and
where I leaned at. I lean towards quality. I kind of like look at other brands like your Coach and Louis Vuitton and all of those type of brands, and I tweak it my way and take it to that level. So when somebody see it and I tell them this watch is $230, they can't be coming, because I'm a black dude. They can't come at me and talk about, oh man, that's too high. Well, that means you don't need to purchase it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not discounting for nothing.
Man, I seen this one cat. He got this quote. He said, "Man, don't call me for the best price, because I got the best work in the city." You know what I'm saying? Like, I negotiate. I do negotiate, but don't call me for the best price. Like, if you got your estimates, go get them. And if you go with them, go with them. But if you want the best work, you come holler at me. You know, so that's just, you know, standing on your product. You know what I mean?
And you know what you got. What's good? Let me ask you this too, QB. So what would be the price range for your watch? Just give me a ballpark figure.
It's $230 for this. My other one $215.
Let me check that.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, that thing chunky right there. Hold up.
Got that Bentley B on it.
You know what I'm saying? Is that wood grain?
Yeah, I'm specializing in wood watches.
And if you know anything about that wood,
It glow in the dark at night.
Oh yeah.
It comes with an extra link and it's big size, and you have a tool in it. It comes with instructions and everything.
Oh man, that's good business right there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And so if you need to get the link out, you also have the pen. You can go on YouTube and take your link out yourself.
Real 80s Cadillac on your wrist right here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it look good.
I like that.
You gonna do some exclusive ice out joints too?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep it on the wood. Just also, I'm just being in a different lane. You have people that do wood watches, but it's not like if it's stainless steel, silver, black, gold, diamond out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, 'cause I mean, trust me, this is like, I would love it if you could find like this some all black wood, just do the all black wood.
I did find one. I'm gonna get that done. That's gonna be my next watch, because every season I'm gonna change up. Every season I'm gonna change up. I have sunglasses for the men and the women. I have socks, which these are my socks right here.
Yeah.
The Butler brand socks. I have black, I have white, and then I have Butler brand written on there in black and white.
Oh, nice.
And I also have bucket hats coming, daddy hats, and I also have cufflinks. Four different styles of cufflinks.
So with that being wood watches, so it's like no two watches will be the same because you're cutting from
They all different. I have another style. I have two different styles.
Man.
Catch you up, Ron, real quick, because we're gonna jump straight in this jump. You was telling me about Kevin Samuels, who was passed away.
Man. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my dog.
We ain't get to ask you about that.
I don't care what nobody think. You feel me? They celebrating his death, but it's cool to celebrate death. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if it was a good situation.
I heard you say he died fucking.
He died fucking. Who wouldn't want to die fucking?
Who wouldn't want to die?
If that's top three.
If you had a
top
way to
three
go
ways
out,
if I had to die, it would be that way.
I want to go die
Richard
fucking.
Pryor said something different.
If it was top three to go,
you said the broad said something different.
No, Richard Pryor said that. He said if I have to die fucking, I'll be in a long line.
He went out like he's supposed to went out. So shit is, you know. But you know, talk about death though. Like shit, hey, nobody knows. It might be a good thing. Down.
Yeah, if I can go out one of three ways, one would be dying fucking. That's one of them.
Yeah.
The second one, a shark attack, because I ain't got no business being out in the ocean. Shark attack. I ain't got no business being out there, nigga. So shit, if y'all saw my ass like that, he got ate by a shark. What the fuck is he doing out in the ocean? No business, nigga.
Hey, did y'all see the one video of the dude that went to the club for the last time? He was dead in the club. They
you talking about Dunu?
They stood him up.
Yeah, I seen it.
But listen, that's how he wanted to die.
That's how he wanted to go, bro.
In ancient civilizations, you went how you wanted
crazy.
to go.
Yeah, you went how you wanted to go.
Everybody was talking about, oh, that's so distasteful. Why we gotta act like how everybody want us to act?
For real.
He was about that life. He said, hey, when I'm done, I still want the ball. Put me in the club. Don't cry with me in no church, because he a demon.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a demon, be a demon.
That's a thing. Hey, fuck it.
Go all the way.
Fredo. Home in your heart.
I don't want to see your little badass goddamn murdering because in the church
after he accepted Christ at a young age.
Oh, he's gonna go up there. He ain't going up nowhere. He burning in hell.
First of all, he was fresh to death to be dead standing up in the club.
Hey,
I would not be in there celebrating that. I'm not.
I would
walking past no dead body standing up
at
in
my
the
funeral,
middle
I'm
of the
showing
club.
up late, so it don't even matter. I'm showing up the fuck late.
Cream made me
15 minutes. It's
Cream
gonna be a
That's
video.
the way everybody going these days anyway.
Yeah,
man.
Now
It's cheaper.
they got some shit now where like you can actually turn yourself into a tree. Like you can take
I would
your
do that.
ashes and then plant yourself into a tree. Yeah.
I would do
It's
this.
for somebody to cut your ass down and make paper.
Nah.
Or
I
So you're gonna die, come back, and die again.
You gonna come back as a tree a dog pissed on.
would do that.
this got a bitch.
And you be in the wrong hood. You gonna be getting shot as a tree.
Right.
You trying to do some nice shit for the environment, like I want you to turn me into a tree when I die. And then they take your ass.
Sound like cremation.
The sawyard. Or you could be wood chips.
Look, this cremated is the right
Your
way to
ass
go.
done turned into plywood.
It went all wrong as a tree.
That's a tree.
Oh, hey, I
thought this was
got
gonna be beautiful. Now I'm at Home Depot for $17 a slab.
Hey, I wanted to ask folks.
And your family ain't getting nothing.
Hey, on this note, right? Why do you think that our women are celebrating Kevin Samuel's death?
Because you know what?
They don't have to hear the truth.
Yeah, sometimes
They're gonna hear it because it's gonna be even bigger now.
Yeah,
More
now,
people gonna be talking.
You gotta
about
realize, nigga, Kevin Samuels left a lot of his children on this earth.
Yeah.
Do he got any kids?
Oh, everybody.
He talking about people. And real talk. I mean, I don't mean to toot my horn, but I've been talking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, when they talk about Kevin Samuels hate women, I never got that from him. I got that he's a highly opinionated person. He giving them straight to him. They can't take it straight to the chin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got all these other podcasts where women would go on the podcast and they would dissect the hell out of men. Oh, men ain't this, men ain't that, and it's okay.
I put it to you like this though. I like Kevin Samuels more than what's them two? I don't even know them motherfuckers.
Let them remain nameless.
Exactly, them motherfuckers. That's all I know.
Listen, what we look like celebrating Cardi B if she passed away? God forbid it. If Cardi B passed away, we'd be like, no, she talked about drugging men and robbing them because she hate men. You can't push that narrative just because somebody puts you.
I never felt like he hated women. Like he hated women. Like I said, I felt like
I think he was educated.
Very educated.
He was
educated. He held more women than all the women who talk about he hated women.
Like he held you. It was messed up. I felt like he actually held you up to a standard.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
He held you up to a standard. But if you yourself wanna go mess with a scallywag, that's up to you. But he telling you basically like, hey, look, she ain't shit. Yeah. But okay, yeah. Who ain't messed with an ain't shit chick before?
Yeah.
Right. Chicks been messing with ain't shit niggas since the beginning of time. But they don't never be held accountable. It's like he got me pregnant. No, you let him get you pregnant. You let him shoot your
takes two to tango.
Exactly.
You let him shoot your club up.
So like,
you knew Ray wasn't shit. Ray ain't been shit since he was 5-6 years old.
I just like the way Kevin Samuels used to put the nail in the coffin with him. I done watched several videos. Plenty of women on there, some of the women be busted, and then these women got all these different standards that they don't even live up to. So I appreciate him putting it out there.
Yeah, it's like women don't like to be challenged.
Yeah, and you're supposed to challenge a Mary Chance
because they got the queen syndrome in it. When you telling every single woman that she's a queen and all that, she don't have to earn nothing. My little princess and all this other shit. You're not a queen. You have to earn that. If you a queen, that means I'm a peasant. Because
and she will treat you like a peasant.
Yeah.
Especially if she got way more money than you. You will get the door.
But see, it depends
you
on
will
your,
be in the house by a
on
certain
your
time.
psychology with that woman. If you still can have respect from that woman if she had any amount of money, it depends on your dominance.
Question.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's a question. Do you think that when people when folks start off in a relationship, if you text somebody like, hey queen, and they say, hey king, do you think that's a red flag?
No.
If
it's reciprocated, it's equal now.
Right.
Now, if she say, "Hey, good man," and you say, "Okay, love you, my queen," and she say, "Okay, good husband or good man," you're beneath her. She's the queen. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a good husband. That shit don't come over a queen.
I am a doormat to the women of America.
they the most spoiled motherfuckers in the world, but they complain the most.
Women, we can't live with you. We can't live without you.
And we can't kill you.
No.
Yeah, we definitely can't do that, and I'm definitely not gonna turn on you neither.
Listen, I love black women, bro. And I speak my shit, but I understand why motherfuckers go and fuck with goddamn Becky. I understand it. I understand it. I understand it.
I understand it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why.
Is this camera on me?
Yeah.
I don't understand shit.
Nah, he's saying that. He's saying that because he doesn't want to ruffle y'all feathers.
No.
But I'm telling you straight up. I don't fuck with.
Hey, like who you like. I don't care.
Understand who you like. Why? Because it's the peace.
Like
a man want peace.
Like who you like, love who
and
you love.
if the white woman. Listen, if the white woman, I know dudes who with white women who got horrible relationships, right?
Correct.
I know dudes
Trailer park trash.
I know dudes who with white women who the white girl do everything for them. You get what I'm saying?
I do not speak on anything. I don't have experiences.
He plead the fifth because he got a white woman.
I'm who? He got a white woman. Who? I ain't
Don't you go talking bad about my Becky.
If you got a white woman,
that's my Becky.
But I'm gonna say it like this. I would say American black women. Now, the black women who from overseas and shit like that, they kind of more so cater to men until they get into the Western cultures. You get what I'm saying? Right. They all the way respect you over there. You don't got to be fucking them for them to respect you. It's just like you a man. I respect you. I know what the fuck you can do. It's like you see a goddamn lion. You know he'll fuck you up. What the hell you gonna go disrespect the lion for? Right. He can fuck you up. You can't beat him. You feel me?
Right. Keep my white woman name out your mouth.
Boy, that's what it is. Keep my Stephanie out your foot, boy.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna do just that.
I'm just gonna stick to my colored fountains.
Your colored fountains?
Yep.
Answer me.
And he had bonfire wells. Eclectic told me he gonna stick to something. You like whoever like you.
Man, you better go for it.
Come on, man. You don't throw him in the fire.
So you telling me? Hold on. So you telling me if a bad white chick approached you at bonfire and was like on some shit like y'all was vibing and she was like, you know what I'm saying, what y'all doing or whatever, y'all with it, whatever, you tell me you would turn it down?
I would definitely turn it down.
Or I'm gonna have to
if ain't nobody around, you'll still turn it down.
Nobody around. Nobody. You only fuck with black chicks.
Only.
This nigga mixed, man. He ain't always black.
This nigga mixed with something. Light skin a little bit, nigga. I ain't mixed though.
Hey, look,
I put you a red bone, huh?
Yeah, like for real. Like
don't do the red bone. Don't call them nigga no red bone.
That's the commercial.
That's kind of fucked up to talk with a red bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute.
You say he should have pinched you on the side.
Nah, I'm brown.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm the lightest out of my family.
Yeah,
my whole family black, man. I'm like the lightest out of my whole, like for real.
Light skin dudes, light skin.
My granddaddy, your shirt,
women, red bone.
like.
It's something down the line though.
Yeah, it's
hilarious.
All black Americans got other shit in them. This shit come from fucking slavery. They fuck the hell out of us.
I'm just sticking to what I know. You know what I'm saying?
It's called Milano.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to talk you into fucking with no white
no, you can't.
No, I wouldn't dare do that because I don't fuck with white women.
Right.
But all I'm saying is I understand from talking to people who fuck with them and shit that their experience is better than it was with the black women.
That is some very derogatory shit you just said, Brother Ron.
But it is
a woman is a woman. It's just different colors.
My wife is from the West
they
Indies.
act different.
They do act different.
They
raised different.
My wife from the West Indies, and the way they hold.
You got a Jamaican woman.
She's from Antigua.
Oh,
okay.
Island.
And
you barely gotta touch anything in the kitchen, do you?
Nah, I haven't cooked in crazy years, bro. I'm telling you something. It's a different way the family roll. It roll different from a black American family. It does.
Yeah, totally agreed. I mean, culture vary, especially when it comes to marriage, relationships, and family in the household. But I'm a hoe, so I'm not looking for.
So why would it matter anyway? Because you're not a good catch anyway.
What you talking about?
Wow.
I'm just saying. You said I'm a hoe.
Go to commercial.
Like shit.
First of all, I'm a great fucking catch. I just decided to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at me.
Hey, I'm in my whole phase. I'm in my whole phase in life too. I want happiness over everything.
What that mean?
I want happiness over everything. I'm in my whole phase too.
Exactly. Heaven on earth.
Yeah, that's the whole phase for me. Happiness starts with you.
If you a hoe, you a hoe. Ain't no phase.
Well, I ain't a hoe, but I'm just happy.
Homunga.
This nigga said I'm a catfish. What the fuck did that mean?
Who said that? Who said that, y'all?
I told him he's a catfish.
What is that?
What the hell?
Okay.
Oh, what the hell? I didn't even hear that.
That went over my head too.
Yeah, that's what I think you called me a catfish.
You know a catfish? You ain't seen MTV? Man, you better look at MTV. Go Google the episode.
Hey, man, you better ask about Ronnie. It ain't shit fake about me.
No, it ain't about me.
It cuts me out like
It's hilarious. What the fuck?
Everything going on with me.
Call him a catfish.
That's cool.
I done heard it all.
Let's see who win the race.
Holy shit.
man, fuck you, man.
Let's run the race, goddammit. If you want to talk about catfish,
It's the battle of the
show
alpha
your
male.
whole body and your
I'm
pics, nigga.
too sexy for my shirt.
That nigga
Too
show-
sexy for my shirt.
That nigga show half his body in the
Sexy
picture. Show your whole body, nigga. Show your whole body
You
in
always
them
say that
goddamn
because I
pictures.
got one good leg. It's alright.
No, you got no good legs.
You see how it start? It just go right.
You got no good legs.
He's
They
got
call
no
me a
good
catfish.
people, but it's alright though.
God damn, they call me
It
a
happens.
catfish
It's
like I take
natural.
off a
I'm
man.
telling you, man. Hey, if Ron get any closer to that mic, he gonna bite the fuck out that shit.
Oh man, boy, if you don't comb that beard, man,
You don't grow yours?
Hey, you still got coochie juice left around in that.
Oh,
This
shit.
nigga got organisms.
This nigga wish he had coochie juice on this shit. This nigga is 37, 65 and still got the puberty hitting. He still trying to
Hey, nigga, you had your shit since you were born.
Fucked up.
Nigga was in kindergarten with a full beard. To my teacher. She like, I ain't teach you shit, you grown looking.
This motherfucker trying to
Hey,
get ludicrous
grown
sideburns.
looking ass.
Hey, Ron, he trying to start them ludicrous sideburns. It never came.
Y'all hilarious.
Never came
But
all the way.
I gotta cut it short, brothers, because we
So
on
he can have
time
so many
tonight.
dreads for his head, goddammit.
We on the
I
time
can't grow no
frame
hair on my
tonight.
face. You can't grow it on your head.
Hey, look
We
here.
even, bitch.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Cognac Boyz podcast today, man. We got our special guest in here, Señor Parker Bonfire, ATL Zone,
Yes,
and my
sir.
boy QB got daggone with all the merchandise and the watches and the socks, you know, for your ass to be on time. Get one of mine's. Sorry, whatever. Fuck all that. But anyway, I just wanted to shout out everybody who tuned into the Cognac Boyz podcast. Brother Ron here, take him home.
What's going on? We fall down. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Man.
Rest in peace to Lil C's over there, man.
Little C, man.
Amazing fish.
West side, east side.
Tune into
We
the
love
great
you, boy.
Cognac Boys,
Man,
man.
it's hell, baby, man.
Yeah.
Joke boy, so say, hold your head up, bro.
So say, man, we love you, boy, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday belated too, man. This shit gonna
Happy
be out.
birthday, brother.
Oh yeah, happy
40.
Mother's Day to all the mothers coming up.
Happy
all the
Mother's
Mother's
Day.
Day.
You're
Yeah.
right. That
Day.
is a special holiday because
Hey,
we
Mama,
damn sure
love you.
don't celebrate Father's Day.
But we gonna celebrate Father's Day. But
That's
you,
crazy.
You
That's
gotta
another
not
thing to
let
talk
them
about
fuck
one
it up.
day.
Yeah, we need to do that date. You start off on the damn with
But
it.
you gotta not let these women fuck up Father's Day. Because when we say Happy Mother's Day, it's straight Happy Mother's Day. When they say
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all the
They
real
wake up.
fathers, the ones who go to school with their kids, the ones who pick them up, the ones who pay all the bills on time.
They
Like,
never say, "Hey, yeah, happy Father's Day to the one who just nutted at me." I appreciate you for having me.
Hilarious.
yeah.
Just thank you for nutting at me, and you know what I'm saying, we did it. But nah, it's okay though.
This has been Cognac Boyz Podcast, the new season with the new reason for you to tune in and listen to the best ish that we talk. Thank you. Remember, go follow us on Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any podcast station that you listen to. Check us out, man. You are now rocking with the best Cognac Boyz Podcast.